Hello everyone and welcome to another video and a new episode here today in World Online Racing for some more league racing action. The previous video, the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa in the background, will be linked in the top right as always. As you know, we've had a bit of an up and down start to the season. I don't want to get into the spoilers too much. If you want to go see those other episodes, I'll leave them linked on screen. But you can see the calendar. We of course missed round 1 in Australia, then we debuted in Austria, then went to Belgium, and today we're racing at Sao Paulo for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Now, with that aside, on screen now you're going to have those two episodes, which were the last two races, or the only two races actually raced with the FOM multiplayer car. We're now going back to the traditional Mercedes for the rest of the season, starting off with this episode. Now, with that done, let's jump into the standings into this race. Now you can see currently we're 16th, and last race we bagged a very impressive P8. Now we had an insane comeback in the last pretty much 5 laps, going from last to 8th in an incredible charge through the field on soft tyres, and we got our just reward, scoring our first points of the season after just missing out in Austria by 0.032. So with that done, Belgium behind us, decent race, a good start, hopefully building some momentum. We can now go into Sao Paulo, Brazil, hopefully looking to try and get a better result and have a better weekend and score even more points. Now guys, if you're going to enjoy today's episode, leave a like on the videos, try and smash over 1,000 likes, subscribe for more daily F1 content, weekly league racing content, and I stream these every week, Monday nights on my Twitch, link down below in my link tree. Right, let's get stuck in and let's see what we can do. So, we jump into qualifying, as you can see, back in the Mercedes for the first time in a little while. Oh, I forgot to change my brake bias. Driving this car for the first time since the back end of the Season 1 of the Lewis Hamilton career mode, of course, which I do on the channel. Now, we got a bit of a mistake through the middle sector there, through the first hairpin. First objective is to get into the sub 1 minute 7s, and then we'll take it from there. At the moment,
okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
On the ropes at the moment. I did a 7.1 in practice. I know I can do and there was a mistake. I did a horrible final corner, which also affects you all the way up to the line. So I know there's a 0.6 if I just get it all together, which is a start, and that's what I need. Like now, I need to get a 6 on this one, so then I can have 2 more goes at it to try and go quicker. Now, going into this one, I only did about 2 practice sessions before the qualifying itself. Back end got loose, man. So ultimately, I'm not really on the pace. We did do Creator Series here a little while back, which I won from the very back of the grid. But this is a different kettle of fish and a different level, different ball game altogether. Currently though, we're improving. That was a horrible last corner. Tried 3rd gear, didn't work. We'll stick to 4th. Can I get into the 6s? Not quite. Damn it, man. Now, it's not a 109, but it's some improvement, although currently we are last. Now, in this qualifying, we're going for 4 lapped runs, so we have to be on the limit every single one. Still can't get it right. But we're still finding some more time and going a bit quicker. Still, let's keep pushing. If we do that final corner, we're in the 9s. Now, by the midway point, we're pretty much 2 tenths up, but we don't quite optimise the hairpin here. Come on. There we go. Not a lot of movement, but should be fine. So we've now broken into the 106s, so let's go for the final attempt. I'll let you guys enjoy this one with engine sound. Oh wow. Oh, what's Flores doing, man? I followed him in. That was way more time than that. Gonna run out of battery. Not anything to really shout home about. The pace ultimately not there. Over a tenth to the next car in P17, but I do think I could have done an 8, and that would have been a decent lap for me. I did a PB in session, and I could have done an 8 if I'd just been a bit cleaner with my lap time. So generally, I'm not too concerned. Qualifying has never been my strong point, and I have to work on my 1 lap pace. Also, I simply haven't practiced enough, but ultimately I learned in the last race and in Austria, the races can be crazy, and it makes no difference where you qualify. So let's get into the race. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we can try and work our way up, and possibly even work with Leroy and try and break into the points for the second race in succession.
Yeah, I'm going to risk. I'll go hards.
Yeah, let's go for it. Here we go then, into the race. Lights on for the Brazilian Grand Prix. We're going to opt for the hard tyres at the start, just like my teammate Leroy Brown. Lights out and away we go for round 4 of WOR. Oh my god, Joe did not get off the line. We do get the jump on Joe Hannon off the line as we head into turn 1. Very tight line as we look to set the exit up, and we go around the outside, also getting the run here on Nando Moreira in the Ferrari. We're going to opt for the outside as we race down towards turn number 4. Dead heat, but I opt to not commit as we can try to go around the outside on the braking, but we just don't quite have the grip at this stage to pull that move off. So far we gain a place, but now Joe Hannon fighting back up the inside, of course, on that medium compound as well. So no point really fighting particularly hard as there's a bit of chaos involved, and that's Nick in the Ferrari getting a bit of trouble there, and Joe trying to go through the Ghost car to gain a position. We've got Max Lucker and Mark Schluter behind both of the Aston Martins, also battling away. Joe's overtaking the Ghosted car. Or trying to anyway. Either way, through the final corner, Joe does get in front, so Arrow is going to be the next person we have to look to pass in the Ferrari. Now, I think we've got a pretty even split throughout the grid on tyres in terms of hards and mediums. I believe no one has opted for softs.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Anyway, on to lap 2, looking to make some inroads here. Joe, Nick battling really hard right now. Oh my god, Joe. Really just kicking off. Nick pushing Joe off, and then Joe coming back onto the track aggressive. Right. We're just going to back out. It's very early in the race. We don't need this right now, and they're going to be quicker on that tyre, realistically. So I just want to try and not lose any positions to the hard tyre runners behind, because that is more important for my race at this stage. So on the end of lap 2, I just felt like I had more pace, more than Joe, more than Nick. So I wanted to have a go and get stuck in here, so we're going to try and pull alongside and make a move, but
tyre condition still looking good.
So we're not going to commit to that move just yet. Does Joe drive with none? He's just constantly flashing everywhere.
If he's flashing in the middle sector, then he's on none.
So Joe clearly possibly struggling a bit on battery. Either way, I seem to have better charge, and this time we do go through, going purple in sector 3. So back to 17th, and now again we have to try and get past the Ferrari. So I thought I'd have a look, but 1 lap later, Joe wants to go for it again. So I tried to stay in front, but when I realised he was going all in, I chose to back out and let him go.
That's such a stupid move.
Leroy, meanwhile, in the walls, and you can see he's actually dropped down a little bit as well. Joe's wanting to battle as well.
Yeah, one of these Red Bulls is lagging severely, so that he gets dropped into this pack then.
So right now, Leroy, myself, just going to kind of, manage our races at this stage on this compound. Oh, and he's dead. Flores.
Yeah, there's the other one though. He's lagging.
Now we do have a few Australian racers in this one, so the connection's not quite there. I believe there's 2 cars, a Williams and a Red Bull. Now Flores got spun, but he is not one of them. Oh, let's go Gammon. Oh. That's close. That was very close, very, very close, but we do pass the Ferrari finally. So now, there's Apex there. Hopefully we can push and start to make some inroads. Lap 8 now, we'll have the advantage on the tyre compound. Oh,
car off.
We're hard.
Okay, clear.
That on Ghost was a bit sketchy. Fucking hell. Now that was really close. Squeaky bum time. We could have had a huge collision there with the unghosting of the Haas, which is just unfortunate, but we do get ahead of Rihard, who had a bit of an incident on track. He's also on the hard tyres, that's good for us, but right now he does seem like he's got a bit more pace to burn and has a bit more just general confidence with his cars. Joe, oh, Joe disconnected. Completely ruined my exit, so Sprogis is going to go through here. I'll try to go through it. He just went ghost a little bit late, and he was still solid when he disconnected, so I lost momentum. So Richard's going to get the run here, so I'm not going to fight it too hard. We'll let him get in front. He seems to be quicker at this stage, and we're now 15th behind Richard's and Leroy. So gradually, the hard is just starting to work and get better. So now, lap 10, approaching a third of the race distance. Tamas Kokeni there, off track, making a bit of an error in that kit car on the mediums, so we might have a shot to possibly pass him. He gets a bit of a snap out the final corner, so we're going to get on the battery straight away. I could have maybe just snuck on the inside, but I went for the outside in the end, and we're going to go into a flat-out drag race and battery battle here, down towards turn 1, but I can see he's still got plenty of charge, and now... Oh, Laurie's in the other stake. Now, he did just start to derate, which tells me he's low on battery, so we'll try and hopefully work our way back up and get close again. Now, we've caught up to the Red Bull, Riley McKay. He's one of the laggy Australian drivers, I believe, in this lobby, so we have to watch out for him. In the meantime, we're going to look to pass Tamas again. This time we're going to do the exact same battery, but you can see he's flashing, so this time we are pulling ahead, but we get squeezed. Bit of space, that was on the limit, Jesus. And it really is on the margins, and we're going to try and reload again. You can see he's flashing, he's got no energy left at all here. Okay, mate, bit of space again, please. And we're just getting edged onto the grass, which is going to affect our grip, you know, into the next corner, but luckily we get the move done, and we get the pass convincingly made before the apex. So now P13, cars beginning to pit off those medium tyres. Mark Schluter with a 3-second time penalty, and yeah, we've got Riley, you can see they're just lagging. We've got to be careful for that, because we have to make sure we make a really convincing pass when we try to get through eventually. Meanwhile, Leroy still working / battling with Richard Sprogis up ahead. So we'll slot in P11 for now. Of course, a few cars have boxed. There's more hard time runners than I expected. Now we're going to see who's got some pace. Might be worth letting Richard's go if we can get back to the train.
That's what we're going to try and do.
That Riley's going to get involved. So, up to P8, more cars pitting, and, you know, we're just trying to work our way up the order. You can see on the minimap there's a leading group of train of cars up ahead into turn 4. So if we can try and somehow catch that or get close to race with that, that would really help out our race strategy. Now you can see, oh my god, the lag is horrific. Riley tried to put a move on Richard, I think, but, you know, the lag is hard to tell what's happening, but this has given us an invitation to look for a pass, and we are going to try and take it. First time of asking. So down the inside through the hairpin, we get the advantage, and now around the outside, carrying the speed, we are going to get in front and get that move locked in for P7.
This is the race here. The swapping isn't good enough.
My right rear is 27.
My right rear is 30.
If you want to go, I'm okay. Don't know if you want to work together. Maybe these guys box early, we can stay out and try and efficiently work. So at this stage, we're debating what the best options might be, and Richard there you go. Pits. I'll get you on the next one if you want. So at this stage, you know, it went from an undercut to now, what if, you know, I floated the idea to Leroy, just let's try and go long. We can work together, we're teammates, we can communicate, which is really good, and it's a good I'll go high. Perk to have. Now, my bad, I should have been louder, should have told you before. The comms weren't fully on point in that one. I'll use everything. Go right. Anyway, eventually we started to get it to work and figure it out. Cars also started to pit again here.
Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
And this is a privilege that we have to try and make the most of right now. Did a PB middle on that last lap.
Do you want to pit?
I've got 60. I've got tyres to go again.
Alright, keep going. We'll go one more than these.
So we're going to extend a bit more. We're going to go 1-2 on track, and just basically hope to have the best tyres at the end. Do you want me to go, or do you want to go?
Yeah, you go. I've got the battery to go for one more.
So we've made the call. Leroy will stay out. I'll box. So we're just going to basically push now and get those medium tyres on, and we're going to keep working together.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
To hopefully fight back in the second part of the race and, you know, fight our way into the point. So we'll abandon this 1-2 formation. Leroy will push with DRS and slipstream.
Oh, it's a perfect entry.
Also depleting his battery charge, of course, throughout the lap. And hopefully we rejoin near enough once we reform and we can, again, keep working together to try and get back into this race. Now, medium's on.
We're going to have to work together again after this to get back.
Exactly that. That's the plan. We need to try and make it work.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Now, currently, rejoining, we get very close to the barrier there, but we are going to rejoin, it looks like, once again, behind Nick in the Ferrari and Riley up ahead.
I'm with Nick Arrow and Riley McKay.
With that pit stop phase out of the way, here's Leroy currently through pit exit. Gregory Prubizel behind in the Williams is also the other Aussie in this race. So both of these guys, Riley and Gregory, have connectivity issues. Now we do pass Nick. We have battery, pace, tyres at this stage. Leroy's just behind, so hopefully he can get past and then we can start working to really
drop Nick out of DRS, so it's all yours.
Make some inroads and gain some time.
I'm trying to race after Riley and waste no time.
So, in the meantime, Flores into the pit lane, also with a time penalty. Leroy is going to pass Nick right now, so we'll kind of keep that formation rolling, and we're trying to get into DRS of Riley up ahead.
First warning.
Got to watch out for that, not ideal.
I'll get you on that next straight.
Okay. Oh, Joe's done.
Joe pits, so another position for us. So P13, P14 for us as a pair, and Riley 1.8 up the road. He's got DRS on the kick salvo in front.
Goes to my right.
So now Leroy and I are going to keep working together and make this kind of tactical formation 2x2 work. So Leroy gets in front now, he'll pull away, use the battery and try and work through the middle. Then we get back in front and relay as Riley goes purple. It's a good sign that we're generally lapping fast and catching the train. Also, look at the mini-map, you can see visually we're catching up here in this.
I'll use everything on this one. Should be able to catch him by the end of the lap, hopefully. I'm going to burn through here to catch and get in.
And look how much time we've gained on this lap. It was 1.7 at the start, and now it's already below a second. So we are there, and me and Leroy both have the best tyres in the field.
How much you got?
50.
Let's hold, I'll burn. You're on, up to you. I've got the
I
same.
mean, we're in the pack now, so
I'm just closing a little bit. Richard's got 10 seconds.
that's what he's sped in.
I'm going to try with a crack here.
So Richard Sproggis, 10-second time pen, so that's another position which we'll gain hopefully at the end once the race classification comes through. So right now,
I've got full charge.
a couple more positions and we're looking for points. Now we've got Larry Tolke here in the kick salver, currently derating like crazy, so he's on hard, struggling for the pace right now.
It's going to get uglier.
We're going to go all in and commit. I don't have any battery left, but I've just got enough momentum that I can roll my car down the inside and look to make a pass. We'll get the traction down better and pull ahead and make the move. In the meantime, Tony Hitala up ahead, 13 years old, half my age. I feel extremely old when I'm racing people like this, but he's currently the next target and we're going to get aggressive down the inside into the hairpin. Doesn't defend the inside, so we go through and now we get the outside through the long left, and actually he spins it on the exit, hence now you'll see a quick yellow flag.
Let me just see what Riley does before I make a move, because of the lag. They're both flashing, so if you can get some recharge, we can get them both.
And we're now kind of just programming the next part of our attack. Leroy's just following me through right now, and you can see here we get such a good run out of turn 4. We pass Tamas straight away, and we're once again on the back of Riley McKay. Same strat, but better tyres for us. And again, we know about his lag. He's also flashing on battery, so we've got the advantage on that front. So we're going to look to hopefully make a pass as Richard gets out of shape.
That's very hard pulling over. Wow, fucking hell, they're going crazy. If we can't just wait till the last 2 laps, we could pick up these big bits here. That's our first sign to move the brake bias forward, which I'll do now. Ah, shit. Sorry. You go on, you go. The lag's crazy.
Now we had a bit of an incident through the hairpin, so Leroy now has first shot at an attack, and Riley makes a big mistake on the exit there.
I'm not giving that place back. He's lagging all over the place.
Neither am I. You got to burn everything though, he's going to try and re-challenge. Don't want to have to pressure you.
So we both successfully passed, and now with 3 laps to go, we are looking for a few points. quite a few more than what we currently have, because we've got Quintino on hards, we've got Richard with that 10-second time penalty, so we're looking good.
I've got nothing.
I'm just going to cover. Riley's having a look. I'm just going to block.
Now this is a defensive move.
Sorry about that.
It worked.
Fucking got a track warning for that.
Now, I wasn't planning to pass Leroy, but I was being pressured by Riley, so I tried to form a 2-wide blockade, but actually we ended up passing him with momentum. Now, Richard gave us our second warning of the race, squeezing us off the track, so now we're going to challenge.
No. No. Fucking hell.
Proper squeeze, but we now go round the outside of Gabriel. Oh, you
Okay,
fucker.
we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your
Go,
head
go, go,
down
go.
and let's get it done.
So it's really getting scruffy. We're losing contact with the leading group, and now Riley,
I've just been pushed off. Riley again.
he sends it down the inside. Also, that bit of lag not helping. We tried to let Leroy through because, you know, the situation allowed it.
This lag's going to kill me.
But this is really delicate. Either way, we managed to stay in front, and on the last lap, we all kind of held formation. Richard's and Leroy battling. We caught back up to the lead group, but in theory, if, you know, that pen is applied for Richard's, we're on for P8 and P7.
We'll take it. It's good points.
Also, we should get our penalty removed for track limit, so a very good day at the office.
Maybe the other drivers should turn up next time.
Shame we lost so much time at the end there, like with Richards and Riley, who was doing so well. I lost driver of the day with that, because of that fucking pen. Still, that was a good strap.
Yeah, I don't know if that would work or not, but...
So, I can confirm, actually, extra benefits, there was post-race penalties handed out, one of them being Keelan Lott, so he drops to P10. Thus, myself and Leroy finished P6 and P7, I got my 3 seconds removed, so a brilliant result, a brilliant strategy, and our best finishes of the season for both of us, working together, and a really good, I'd say, team race, strategy race, and, you know, pulling off all the right calls at the right time, and luckily, my call during the race of let's go long on the hards paid off, and we get some nice points in the championship. So a very good day in the office in that aspect. We now jump to the driver standings, and you can see back-to-back points finishes, a P8 and a P7 for us, so making progress. Leroy gets his first points of the season, moves up to also 17th place, and gets that P6 confirmed. So climbing the table and making slow progress. So we'll take that, and you can see if we just get another decent result, we could quite easily jump into the top 10, and that would be a good way to kind of get back on track after missing the first race and just missing out on the points in Austria. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe. As always, a big shout out to the members of the channel for supporting the videos, the content, and as always, I'll see you guys in the comments. Also, check out the 2 videos on screen, guys, if you haven't seen them already, and I appreciate you guys watching. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.